Alright, for those of you who love the trunk and treats, here's the extended version. We've got the body by Fisher. We'll just review that. We'll go over this in some detail. We've got convertible top information, your 68 owner's manual, and we'll go through that brochure in detail because it's got all of the pictures. So as you can see here, we have a lot of detail here. You've got the diagrams and all of the detail there. You know, your jar, etc. All of the door assembly. So here, this brochure here, the 68 Buick Skylark, shows the convertible, the GS Sports Coupe, and the 400. Selling features of each car. Your Sports Deluxe, Special Deluxe, the 4-door, factory installed accessories, more visuals, some of your detailed wheel options, your non-operating console, your full-length operating console, the Skylark Custom. Some really interesting stuff, the 4-door. Your driver system, your transmissions, your improved 400 4-barrel engine. All right, the all-new 354. Some hubcap options for the GS 350. Transmission, power combinations, your chassis, anti-theft warning system, the sports wagon, motors for that. Anti-theft, some of that's repeating, like so. Your convertible top. Now you're not going to see this all the time because, well, not everybody has a convertible top. Greg, are you like myself where you like to have all the details of the car?
I've tried to acquire as much detail as I can.
Yeah. Have you ever had a problem with your top?
I have not. I had it redone 20 years ago.
Wow.
And it was done in St. Charles, and it operates perfectly.
Yeah, that's great. Here's your owner's manual. As you can see. I was just thinking the initial Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard, that's probably never been read.
I was actually looking it over about 2 weeks ago. First time I ever looked it over.
Just for grins?
Yeah.
The emergency starting.
It talks about improved seat belts and corner lights, you know, that were new in '68.
And the corner lights were considered a safety. There's your tape player, your 8-track. There. Your lap belts. The child restraints. Speed alert. Does it have speed alert on it?
It does not.
Okay. Fuel tanks, plural. Interesting. All right. We're going to go to the, I'm going to have you start there. Here are the ways Buick talks your language in 68. Go ahead. We'll have you flip through that. I'll hold this. That's a great one right there, right? starts right off the bat with showing you all the different cars, and this is what we have here today. You'll see that at the end of the video, or you can click on that in the end screen in the table of contents. All right, we'll have you, I'll kind of hold here. All right. Interesting that they'd start off with the Skylark. I would think they would have started right off with the GS 400 convertible, but
that was the most common sale. The custom in the Skylark.
Got it. Okay, let's flip to the next one. So they went with the money first.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Mass
okay.
produced those.
Yeah, let's get the four-door out there and get everybody with the families going. Okay, that makes perfect sense. You know, by the way, can you flip back to the last page for a
Sure.
second? You know, so many times when you and I are running in the sand dunes of the Mojave, it's nice to have your Buick with you, you know what I mean? You never know. All right, let's flip to the next page. Yeah, there's no
That's
gas stations, nothing out there, not even a Camel. A Camel won't even go that far. But you know what? Thank God our four-door
Very
Buick.
observant.
And two of them, two Buicks have made it. All right, this looks a little more rural for us. Buick made driving convertible even more exciting this year. All right, we'll flip
So
to
that's
the
the
next one.
custom. That's a step above the Skylark, but not quite the GS yet.
Yeah, not to the performance just yet. There's those safety belts they were talking about. All right.
Those interior colors. All right.
Yeah, sure. That's a nice instrumentation panel. Buick formula will excite you and cheer you. All right, we'll get to that cheering in a second. All right, let's continue on. So this is the special. Still, they're not in the, this would be the car that you toss that 4-speed in and the 400, nobody'd know it's coming at you.
Right.
All right, go ahead, let's flip that
Let's
one.
get the pillar.
And by the way, I notice how this is like, you know, I don't know where they're photographing these at. Absolutely fabulous, but you can see it's like in a cave.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Yeah, the special 4-door deluxe sedan. Didn't it attract yours? All right. The wagon. Now that looks like a backdrop that a wagon should be in, right? It looks like you got some cows in the background. Gravel road. You don't mind gravel road with your wagon. Okay, we'll flip on here. The special wagon. More seat belts, just to remind you that we're into safety here. Okay. And now we get to something extra to get you excited. Be excited. The GS 400. Very nice. And put it in a nice park environment like we've done with yours. All right, we'll go to the next one. There we go. This is what we're looking at right here. The GS 400 convertible. Not everyone will agree on what makes your car young. Everyone will agree Buick has it. All right, very good. I like that
White
picture.
walls.
Yeah, white walls,
Yeah.
right. The GS 350. Buick had a wonderful new idea this year. So for those of you who can't afford the 400, we're going to make it a little bit easier for you. And then give it a specific badge on the tail. Okay. More seat belts.
So that's my interior.
Mm-hmm. Console.
With the
Yep.
color and everything.
The seats people are built for. All right, you can pause those. You got the sun helping us with this. Here's your motors. One of the nicest things about the GS is what it does for drivers. And if you come to the full video, you're going to hear some of that. Here's your 400 information. Here's your 350 information. You could slow down and pause on that. Okay. What a great booklet, right?
Isn't it?
It's just
It's
great.
invaluable.
Yeah. Well, they picked a wheat field to
Well,
put
it's a
this one
sport
in.
wagon.
Yeah,
That's a
we
little
got
bit different than
we got
the-
wood grain.
Yep.
It'd be fun to find a sport wagon today, especially notice the roof line with the windows there, the safari view, as I like to call it. All right. When you're looking at giraffe, you can always look through the top of your car, especially from the back seats. Notice there was no sunroof for the person in front.
Or seatbelts.
Yeah, or seatbelts. Yeah, that was optional. All right, we'll flip on from here. Telling you a little bit about the sports wagon. Somewhat similar there. Okay. Yeah, this big picture book is just, yeah. Look what happens when you cut your Buick in half. She's inside waiting for you with a wonderful smile. I don't recommend cutting your Buick in half to get that vision, but maybe if you're a guy looking for a nice girl like that, well, you just cut your Buick in half. I don't know. I'd like to keep it in one piece. All right, let's keep going. It's kind of interesting. That looks like a Wildcat.
It does look like a Wildcat,
Yeah.
I agree.
All right.
Or a LeSabre.
Oh, or a LeSabre.
Yeah.
Why call it a Wildcat, Lou, when you've got a LeSabre? We cut it in half, making custom sport coupes. All right, that makes perfect sense now. Maybe they should have put the LeSabre first, then
build up.
showed the cutaway. Yeah, that's a nice luxury car. Talk about a cruiser.
Oh, yeah. My dad had one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
yeah. You can sit back and, ooh, that looks nice. LeSabre custom convertible. Isn't this the nicest things you can do for yourself this year? Yeah, all right. More seat belts. More seats. All right. And your engine options. Learn about the 68 Buick. Your instrumentation.
Wildcat.
There's your Wildcat information. Okay. And then the Wildcat here. It takes up a lot of space on that. That's good. And the Wildcat. Well, the Wildcat actually looks a little bit like it's back on the farm. It looks like some cows again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 4-door too. Okay. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it looks sharp.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. Now you know why summer is the most wonderful time of the year. Well played. Okay, good. Wildcat on the dash. More seat belts. More seat belts. Okay. The Electra. Wow, is that a big quarter panel? Holy cow.
22-footer.
Yeah.
2-door.
Yeah, I think this is like Noah's Ark. It got caught up in some mountain and it just stayed there. Because there's no road there and it looks like some kind of a backdrop. What a nice sunset off the car, I gotta tell you that. The 4-door Electra, back in the meadow. Nice chrome piece right across the top of that, okay. Oh, that looks good. Wow. Has a special way of making people look and look and look. Nice.
Deuce and a quarter.
More seatbelts. Wish we could get some seatbelt shots in this car.
Well, 68.
All right, yeah.
They were fairly.
Yeah. It's a new
longer-
thing. We have seatbelts, and we're going to show it to you all the time.
No longer an option.
Everything about the Electra 225 is everything an Electra 225 should be. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? The regular equipment. A big, nice car. Okay. Oh, the Riv. Nice. All the beautiful things can be said about the Riviera has been said beautifully already about the Riviera. That was a good one. More seatbelts. Okay. All right, we'll flip that. I like those hideaways. I like how they done that. The finest car on the road. Why not today? Now there was a GS version, I thought.
There was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Surprised they're not showing it. I thought there would be a Wildcat GS2, but maybe not.
They made one. They're just on the brochure. Yeah, the GS package was available for the Wildcat and the Riv.
Huh. What is that right there? Right next to the... No. Go
Here?
one more.
Here?
That. Oh, it looks like a parking light or something. Is it? Under a bumper? Is it a reverse light?
Looks like a actual radio delete.
Well, let's
under
do this.
the
What's
dashboard.
number 4? Cornering light. It's a cornering light. What's
Okay.
number 10? 10 here is the automatic climate control. All right. We've answered those questions. We found the answers over here, and we correlate that to what we see over here. Okay, we'll flip the
There's your speedo.
speedo, yeah, with the a little buzzer when you get to the wrong. If you're going too fast, that's the end, and that's the end of our trunk and treats.